war. War never changes.
Oh, wow. The hell are you? Okay.
Knight, do you have any news for me?
I do. I managed to piece together what happened during the attack.
Excellent. What happened?
A glorious victory. The hooligans were completely... Lots of confusion. The general consensus is that a surprise attack worked well. A glorious victory.
In that case, all more the tragedy to lose such a talented tactician in Sergeant Brown.
The remaining hooligans have been cleared out of the factory.
Fantastic news. With that outpost secured, I feel a lot more secure. Thanks to your efforts, the fortress to the north will be a significant deterrent.
This is that buffer zone you suggested.
That it is.
Good work. With this outpost secured, we can finally move on to the front foot. Knights, listen closely.
Arthur, Merlin, Charing Cross Station.
Breathe, Percival.
Speak plainly, or at least with a verb.
Eastminster reports there's been an explosion at Charing Cross Station.
This could be a blessing. We can put their weariness to rest by helping out.
With Percival's anxiousness, there's more to the story, I'd wager.
Merlin is right. Eastminster's already fingered a culprit. Us.
Us? I didn't authorize a strike on Charing Cross.
They're saying they've already pinned down the two knights responsible.
I hate to ask more of you so soon, but I don't have anyone else I can spare. Will you look into it?
Consider it done.
Good to hear. Head out immediately.
Curious about Eastminster.
Is it really that long of a story?
It won't take but a second to understand the gist, and that might help you when your boots hit the ground there. Eastminster. Birthed Camelot just as much as we did. Our hearts and minds were one back then. But skip to ceaseless riots, and some brutal retaliation by the gentry, and quite a few blame us for their current state. Don't be surprised by a thin veneer covering hostility. Many there tolerate us at best.
Okay. Merlin.
I suppose you want to know more about Arthur's suspicions.
You didn't tell me for some reason.
You're right, but that still doesn't change the reality of the situation. If this cause is compromised, you need to know what you're walking into. I won't name names. Arthur's right. Without proper intel, guessing can only do us harm. There are some among us that wish he took a firmer hand in certain matters. If their zealotry has escalated to unsanctioned bombing, there's no telling what else they're ready to do. Proceed with caution, even among friends.
Okay. Oh dear. I hope it wasn't us, or there's going to be an issue with choosing a side here. Jesus, how many people walking around? Alright, what's happened?
Terrorism, wanton violence, hiding behind a legend won't stop judgment.
What's happened? Hey.
The civvy who strolled through Islington. Surprised you're alive. Slipping in to cause more mayhem here.
Arthur asked that I look into the Camelot's alleged role.
Can't say I'm much like that bunch, but this isn't their normal MO. Guessing Arthur didn't sign off on this one. I know you're capable and have a good head on your shoulders. It's obvious something's not right here. So if you can shed light on this, do it. If I were you, I'd check in with Lance Corporal Briggs. Claims to have seen who set off the bomb. See if you can make sense of what he's saying.
Sure. Where's Lance? Where's his... Everything seems alright in here. Oh, crap. Oh, no.
Quite good at this. How many corpses have
We won't go quietly. You can count on that.
Holy crap. Oh, they left the dude. Just meat.
If
Hello.
you're walking, you're not wounded. Treat yourself. First aid kit's over there.
Corporal... sorry. Colonel Major. Sent me to speak to Lance Corporal Briggs.
Speak to him. Best of luck there.
I wish I could meet the Queen. Boom! Run! So much blood! Boom again! Run! Blood!
Where were the charges set?
Run! Gotta run! Find help! Boom! Boom! Boom!
What were you running from?
Boom! Angry! Scared! Blood!
Do you know who did this?
Run! Shelter! Blood!
Were the Knights of Camelot here?
Boom! Run! Tunnels! Boom! Blood! Run! Boom! Hurt! Tunnels!
They're in the tunnels?
Yes! Tunnels! Dark blood! Run!
Okay, so whoever did this must be in this place already. At least they didn't blow up the,
I'd better check that out.
oh, it's a bug. Better reload. Hey, it took its leg off. Nice one. I'm not sheathing my sword yet. Ah, missed it. God, the bugs are so gross. Gotcha. Oh, thank you. I wonder if it was the angels again. 'Cause that'd be annoying. What the hell are you doing?
Who's there?
A fellow knight of Camelot.
Oh, huh. Not so
so sure about that anymore.
Arthur sent me.
Insubordination, sabotage, treason. Which did he lay on me?
Arthur's too weak to do something like that. I bet he didn't even use our names.
What happened to you?
The Raja.
After we set the charges, we ran for the tunnels.
But the charges weren't synced.
The first one blew while we were still within range. Nothing serious, but took the legs right out from under us.
With our banged up legs, we limped into the tunnels.
That's when the second charge blew.
And that Raja woke up. Ran right past us to the mouth of the tunnel.
The third charge blew and sprayed it with rubble and rubbish.
That's when it noticed us.
Angry, scared. Don't really know what it was, but it attacked.
And that's when we realized our guns were back where we fell. Tristan held it off while I ran to unlock the door.
But why set the charges?
That's... well...
Might as well tell the whole story. We need help, anyway. We didn't want to attack Charing Cross, but, well,
The fifth column have Tristan's family.
my mum and brother.
They promised to let them go if we blew up the station.
But now I can't even walk, let alone make them hold up their end of the bargain. Please, help my family. They're at St. Anne's Churchyard.
And you didn't tell Arthur because?
Because he's a craven little boy, too scared to fight back. He'd have naffed about until it was too late.
Please, you have to get them back from the column.
If you're lying, I'll be back.
You'll see we're not lying when you get there.
Ah, crap. Hello?
Civilian, state your purpose.
My purpose is my business. Now can you take me to whoever's in charge?
Fine. Head on in. Speak to Tucker.
Alright, Tucker's gonna get an earful. Mr. Tucker.
Innocent send a maggot, huh?
Let Tristan's family go.
The maggot has demands. You see, Camelot is finished. We'll pick you off one by one. Just like what I'll do to Tristan. Or should I say, John Clifford. Did you know his real name? A little nightly birdie whistled it in my ear. Clifford. What a pathetic name. Why don't we just skip the pleasantries and get right to killing you? That was the plan for those pistons after all. Loose ends and whatnot.
I can't see who's who.
Sorry, mate.
Hold on. You coward. Now what was that weapon? What's the difference here? Is it a different color? Looks like a different color. Yeah. It's like an older version? Yeah, this must be like have quite a few Tucker JM. Oh, canvas backpack. Don't mind if I do. I got a backpack now.
Thank you. Thank you.
We're heading back to Eastminster. Let my boy know we're safe.
Those arseholes won't come knocking again. I'll make sure of it.
Right, let's fast travel to where they are.
Did you rescue Tristan's family?
The fifth column are taken care of.
My family.
They're safe in Eastminster.
Thank God. Bless you.
So what now, Tristan? We can't exactly return to Camelot.
We head to Eastminster too.
Not dressed like this, we aren't. They're hunting 2 knights.
I guess we don't really have the right to wear these clothes anyway.
Not anymore.
Please, give this to Arthur. And thank you for all you've done for my family.
I just leave that rubbish bar.
Soap is important. You must clean. Scavenger 3, maybe? Sneak? Commando 4, what do we need? We need agility 2 and be level 35. Intimidation? Nah. Ticket collector, solar powered. Endurance 10. Okay. I think I'd like to be more rad resistant. You know, I did say I wanted to increase... You know what, sod it. Let's go with toughness, I feel. Toughness. Back to Camelot.
Need to warn you about something.
You can tell me whatever you want.
Before I met you, I was a loner. Mostly for self-protection. Whoever said there's safety in numbers was not radioactive, I'll tell you that. And as such, I've forgotten how to be a friend. But seeing you and your daring do's and your even more daring don'ts, it reminded me of something important. You deserve to know every sordid detail of my life. You've earned that much.
Okay.
Did you ever wonder why I decided to deck my boss across the face on a random Tuesday afternoon?
Does it have to do with your job performance?
No. I mean, yes. It's part of it. A very small, yet simultaneously very large part of it. I'm losing my mind. Within a few years' time, I will become nothing more than another blind, snarling commuter. But there is nothing I can do about it.
Are you sure about this?
It's perhaps the only certainty I have in life, apart from death and tariffs. A few months back, I was dealing with an odd bout of brain fog. Thought it was stress. I was quite the dedicated worker, you see. Wanted to replace my boss. Had been working 100 years of long nights for it. I went to a doctor. Turns out it wasn't stress, but rather my brain beginning its feralization process.
Oh no.
Soon, I was told, the fog would turn into memory loss. I'd lose my faculties, my voice, my sense of self. And one day, I'd go to sleep Arthur and wake up an animal. I'm sorry. I've never told this to anyone else before.
I'm here for you, pal.
Thank you. I went to work, all shaken up. I accidentally made a few typographic errors. Missing apostrophe here, dangling participle there. It was enough for my boss to berate me in front of the entire office. Call me a dunce, a waste. I looked up at this man, who I had worked under for decades. This man who had never thanked me, never seen me as anything other than a name on a spreadsheet, and I realized I'd die before him. So I did what I had to do, and I punched him. It felt so good to give in to my rage after years of apologizing and begging for his forgiveness. But by the time I realized what I was doing, the damage was done. And that's how we find ourselves here, at these crossroads.
Should I be worried?
Trust me, if it ever happens, I won't be near you. I don't want you to remember me as whatever I'll become.
How long do you have left?
The doctor said anywhere between a few months and a few years. They don't know enough about ghoul anatomy to be certain.
You could always just go out your own means. Crossroads?
You think I haven't considered it? I have often found myself contemplating the short end of a certain long barrel. As to why I didn't do it, I don't know. Or worse, I don't remember. Either way, I'm still here.
Crossroads?
I have a list of things I wanted to do once I got that managerial position. Things that I could have done at any time, but that I chose to ignore in favor of working another pointlessly long night. After my diagnosis and my firing, I thought I'd never accomplish a single thing on that list. Why bother? But now, seeing you and your actions, I want to try again. I want to complete my list. Will you help me?
Hell yeah, of course, let's do it.
Thank you. Truly. From the bottom of my heart. Now, my list isn't exactly what I'd call high art. It's 4 objectives, all of which carry a deep personal meaning. The first one is rather simple. I want to buy a fancy bottle of Sipperson gin at my favorite pub in Westminster.
Seems like a really simple request.
That is on purpose. You have to understand, my list was all about rewarding myself for finally obtaining the promotion I had worked so hard for. It's not about life-changing choices, but rather life-affirming moments. Hence the simplicity of it. Makes sense, doesn't it?
Perfect sense. I'll definitely help him out. Oh, going down again, which I think was this way, wasn't it? Yep. I'll use them to put my foot up your butt in a mo.
I believe I just saw a
Patience is key, for the quest continues.
I would like to leave.
Our people in Eastminster aren't responding.
Do we fear the worst?
More likely they're in hiding.
Or no longer support us.
Is that likely?
More so than I'd like to admit.
Looks like we might have more than hearsay to paint the picture.
Oh, you've returned. What of Charing Cross Station?
It was Tristan and Inslit? I can't say that name. But there's more to the story.
We feared it was them.
Isult's pushed us to be more aggressive. I guess she grew tired of waiting.
And I suppose the lovers poetically perished like their namesakes.
They've escaped to Eastminster.
Then we can still have people there.
That's a stretch.
So they've left without so much as a word.
Tristan has resigned. They've both left with Camelot with regret.
This signature saddens me more than anything I could have expected. But I respect his decision.
And I'm assuming there's still more to the story, as you said.
There are many wounded and many more dead.
I can only imagine the suffering.
We've lost more than Charing Cross then.
Is there still a path forward for us here?
Unlikely.
We need more information. What else do we know?
The fifth column captured Tristan's family and they were blackmailing him.
I haven't heard of this.
It's likely they told him not to tell anyone, or his family would get it.
He still should have come to us.
It's his family.
It is his family, but this put a lot of families in harm's way.
Just look at the destruction.
Not to mention our standing in Eastminster.
That will hurt us for a long time.
Hurt us? It damn near cripples us.
Agreed. And we still don't know enough to make a decisive counter. Why target Tristan in the first place?
Is there anything more?
It looks like there's a spy in Camelot. I found this fifth column outpost.
Let me see that.
A spy in Camelot? It can't be. I would have...
They know our names. Our true names. This is bona fide.
That must be how they picked up the Clitheroes.
This is all my fault.
Forget it. But we can sort this out later. Is there anything else to report?
The people of Eastminster knows it was the knights who blew up the station.
Not likely to win back support anytime soon.
We need to consider how to spin this.
Can we spin this?
Arthur, we'll make a full report on what's possible, but no, it looks bleak.
And we have another issue.
What else could there be?
The empty chair.
Our friend here has more than proven themselves.
They really have.
They've proven fair, competent, and a friend to us all.
I, Arthur, do hereby offer you a seat at my table. And while I may be the first among equals, here your voice will carry the weight and power equal to any other knight. As you accept this honor, I rechristen you with your heraldic name, Gaheris. Arise, Sir Gaheris, and join us as we prepare to battle for Camelot's soul.
What the...
Did you hear that?
What's that noise?
I heard it.
Bloody hell!
Arthur!
What is it? Speak.
It's the Tommies. From all sides, they're everywhere. Everywhere!
How did we not hear of this?
Dear
Right
God.
at our doorstep! Those bastards!
Quiet. We don't have time for this. We must fight. This is war.
War?
Ever vigilant.
Percival, inform all patrols of these events. Gawain, head to the barracks and rally the infantry. Bedivere, Lancelot, you must protect the northern courtyard. Gaheris, go with them. Show them what a knight of Camelot can do. It's either victory or the grave, my friends. Go! Go! Go!